We're here at Tiger Records in Colorado Springs. We're gonna go find some new music.
It looks sick. What the heck, dude? Look at this cover.
That's crazy.
It's like insane. I can't even tell what it is.
I think that's the first thing I miss about like shopping for music is a time when all you had was the artwork. Like you come in here, you have no idea what this sounds like. You can't even listen to a preview.
No, yeah, for sure. Because like I know, like one of my favorite things to do is like you come down here to like the really cheap vinyl, and then based off the artwork, I'll just buy it and take it home and listen to it. And then that's how I've like found like some of my favorite artists.
Yeah. What attracts you to a cover?
It just has to be like a unique piece of art, like a composition I've never really seen before.
Like this.
It looks interesting.
I miss this too, because even CDs, like even though it's an upgrade in technology, it's almost a downgrade in like the artwork. Like CD cases just don't look as clean. Obviously they're way smaller, so just having like a sick big piece of art that looks, oh my gosh.
Like that?
Yeah, I don't know if I want that in my house.
Is that the guy from Pink Floyd? I think it is. So would you say the artwork's more important? Like you don't even give an album a chance if it doesn't have artwork that you like?
Honestly, yeah. I think that's how like albums were intended to be, and I think we've like lost that over the years. But personally, that's still how I like will consume an album or find new music is by the artwork, because it kind of gives me a sense of like the story more than just trust me that the music's good. It shows me that you have an appreciation of like visual storytelling along with the music, which is really important to me.
Yeah, like almost sets the tone for what you're about to experience before you even do.
Exactly.
But I'm guilty of it too now, where I just kind of find a playlist on Spotify and hit shuffle. Stuff like that.
Playlist guy.
I'll find like songs that way too, but it definitely doesn't have the same like I never feel attached to those songs. You know what I mean? But when I find a vinyl, never heard it before, take it home, listen to it, I'm like in love with it, even if it's not my favorite music.
Yeah.
Just because it means so much more to you.
Well, I miss having like 2 or 3 albums on like repeat. Like when you could only afford like I'm gonna buy this album and I'm gonna listen to it now for the next like couple months. Now it's like we have so much access to music that it's like you just consume it so fast. Yeah,
you don't even like sometimes you don't even get connected to artists. You get connected to like the one song.
Yeah.
And then you forget about that person.
Even like my favorite albums I won't listen to as long anymore.
Yeah. Because you have so many things at your fingertips. They just like every time you go on Spotify, it's like this new song suggested for you. Like you don't have to like look for it.
Yeah.
It's just blasted in your face, which is cool. It's like technology is cool, but at the same time, it's like it takes away the fun out of it.
I guess from the perspective of an artist as well, it feels like somewhat discouraging to invest time in like making an album if I know that people are going to take 1 or 2 songs, put on a playlist, and not like care about the entire story. I miss when people would listen to an album because they wanted to hear the whole message, and because people don't do that as much anymore, it's like a toxic loop where artists now don't put as much effort into even storytelling in an album because it's not what people want, except like the few people that are invested in music like that.
I don't know what that's like.
What is that one?
Oh, I just found this over there, and
that looks sick.
The art looked pretty dope.
That's what I'm saying. I would buy that even if I never listened to it.
It's only $4.99, and I have no idea what this is, who they are, but I'm gonna take it home and check it out later. So it just looks sick. And that's I guess we used to ask earlier, what kind of artwork do I like?
Yeah.
Just weird. Like these are supposed to be shark fins going through grass, and like just the color of it, everything about it.
But it doesn't look like weird for the sake of being weird. It looks like it has a message. I don't know what it is yet, so I have to listen to it. I have to listen to the whole thing.
So we'll see. And even the back's cool, like this red with looking like the how it's ripped up. I don't know. It's just cool. I'll check it out. But yeah, but anyway, you were saying too, like every time I see an artist like with new music, it's always a single.
Yeah.
It's always singles. It's never like a cohesive project.
Right. It's definitely the way to blow up as an artist is like singles right now, and I fight that like temptation to just do the single run for a year or months without putting effort into making an album.
Yeah.
Because even on my last project, like you can see just people fall off. Like the first 2 songs have the most streams, and then people just lose interest. No one's trying to listen to a whole project like that. Maybe it just wasn't good. But even if you look on any artist now on like a browser or on like the desktop Spotify, you can see streams on each song on the album, and you just see like nobody is listening to that last song. Like loses viewership by like 75%.
I don't know necessarily the music world, but it's kind of like the same way with like social media, where it's like you see a lot of people who might pop off with 1 or 2 reels, but they're focused more on like quantity than quality. and it's kind of created this like almost like the more they're posting, the less creative they are.
Whoa, yeah.
It's kind of like the vibe it puts off. So it's like but I could see how it's kind of the same with like the music world, I guess, based on what you're saying. But
definitely,
the hard part is like you have to do it to be successful.
Yeah.
So it's like this conundrum of like either you take this time to release a project the way you want to, but then no one sees it. So what's the point?
Right.
Or you do it the way you're supposed to, and then you're kind of like not stoked about it. So what's the point?
Right. Dude, this kind of looks like you, actually.
Looks like me?
Yeah.
The heck you?
See, this composition I like a lot.
Yeah, that's cool.
What do you think of text on a cover?
I don't know. I think it depends. Like, I feel like it's kind of important to know the artist's name.
Yeah, because that's something that's changed a lot. Is like in this kind of setting, you kind of need this. Otherwise, I'd have no idea who this was.
Yeah, and like you might like the artwork so much that it makes that name stick out.
Right.
Whenever you think of it.
I feel like most modern albums coming out on Spotify don't.
Yeah, it's just art.
Yeah.
Because you don't need it because the name's next to it.
Exactly.
Yeah,
so I feel like I've developed a taste for artwork without the name, but it makes sense in this kind of situation. Titles as well, like titles of songs, because now you can see a title, click it, and immediately know how it sounds.
Yeah.
Whereas this, you almost have to like
the
be
title.
way more strategic in your song titles, because this is all you have to catch people's attention.
Well, like the title like sets the expectations for kind of like what it's going to be about, whereas today it's like
I'm just gonna listen to it anyway.
Yeah. Because you have enough time to see if you like it without even knowing the title.
Well, I like that one. Just all red.
Yeah, that's cool.
That's a lot of text on the. I guess that goes against what I just said.
Yeah, but it's kind of cool.
I just like red
because it has like the word crossed out and stuff.
I'm glad red has finally come back around as a trendy color, because it's always been like my favorite color, but I used to never wear it because it didn't look as good on me.
Why not?
Because society had conditioned me to think that it was a sick color yet. Yo, that's sick.
Dude, it's just one
cloud.
It's so simple that it's satisfying.
It's weird because I feel like I mostly lean on the side of like simple designs, but then every once in a while, like well-coordinated chaos is so aesthetically pleasing.
I think like you don't have to like say like one or the other. Like,
right.
That's kind of I am. Like I love simplistic art. Like, you have like three things. You have like the background, the subject, and something like in the foreground, and it's it.
Yeah.
Like this is relatively simple.
Yeah.
But I also like there's like that one like a newspaper earlier. I thought that was kind of sick.
Exactly. With so much going on.
Yeah.
But you have to be calculated with it. You can't just throw random stuff on there.
Yeah, of course. Some cassettes.
Little cassettes.
Cassettes are sick. My grandfather, when I lived in Florida, he gave me his old S10 because he didn't need it and I needed a car. And when he gave it to me, it came with an AC/DC Back in Black cassette, like
sick.
in the glove box.
Did it have like cassette player in the car?
Yeah, it was a 1992 Chevy S10.
That's sick.
So it was super old. It was a little manual truck, but yeah, I found that cassette in there. But because like it didn't pop in my face, like I found it, it just meant a lot more to me. It was so sick. So that album always like means more to me because it makes me think of being in that situation when I found it, like just driving it through Florida down like main highway, AC/DC blasting, the windows rolled down.
It is interesting. I feel like music art has gotten smaller and smaller.
Yeah.
Like records, massive, and then cassettes goes down really small. And then if you think about it, the art that you're seeing on your phone is like the smallest it's ever been. It's like that big.
It's a little square.
That's the saddest part for me, because I do see music as more than just music. Because in your mind, when you hear music, you are visualizing things. So creating like visual art with the music is still so important. That I think that's the biggest thing that I'm sad about that we've lost, is people don't care about that as much anymore. Music videos as well. That's like my favorite medium to consume.
Yeah, people don't even care about music videos anymore.
Because again, they just don't like, they don't really do that well. Like there's no MTV to like just be constantly playing music videos, where like you have to be intentional with it, like to seek out the music video, or just your algorithm has to know you like that to put it in front of your face on YouTube.
Because you used to like some of your song's success back in like the 90s was contingent on how sick the music video was.
Right.
Like if it didn't get aired, you'd like lose out on so many album sales.
Yeah. You almost have to be big before your music video even matters.
Because it costs so much money to produce a good one.
Right.
So if it's not gonna make you money, why do it?
Right.
I guess I mean like someone's like a super small artist who's just starting out. They can't go pay 50 grand to have a music video done, and that's on the cheap side relative to like the big artist production like budget. But that's why you have to have a cool friend with a camera already.
Oh, good. Good thing I have two of those. There's also so much like creativity people put into like the records themselves, like the texture of this.
Yeah, or even the Andy Warhol vinyl. You see that? It has a whole banana on the front.
Or like this one where it's like the cover, it has depth to it, so the teardrops like go inside the cardboard.
There's so many more ways to be creative than you realize.
Yeah.
Peel slowly. You can peel this?
Actually? Can you really? Or that's just the...
I'm scared to take this off.
Yeah, I don't even want to touch that one.
There's like no price on it, probably because it's priceless.
You know something that you do that I actually do really like is the color-coded playlists. Like, I think there is a lot of like benefits to like playlisting and stuff, obviously for artists like getting discovered, but then also for people, like you're almost creating like your own album, like you're almost creating a personal story.
That's true.
Yeah, I just thought of that. Never thought of that before.
I never realized that.
Yeah.
I curate them for like that way I'm feeling.
You have like a yellow playlist.
Yeah.
Green playlist.
I have my red one.
Red one.
A red playlist for when I'm angry.
Red's angry.
No.
It's interesting because I guarantee if people all made playlist colors for themselves, they would still associate colors with different like vibes.
My yellow playlist, people think yellow is like summer, like upbeat,
right?
But mine's still like positive for me. But yellow for me is like chill. I don't know how to explain it, but
yeah, my yellow playlist would definitely be like the Yellow Submarine.
It's still like summer for me, but it's like chill summer. If that makes sense.
Yeah, chill summer. What's happy summer then? Like what's Charlie XCX on?
Green.
Well, okay, that's a little on the nose.
I don't know.
Because what is green?
I don't really make playlists for music that's not chill.
So what is green chill?
Green's not really chill.
What?
Or like mountain music.
Green's mountain music?
Yeah.
That makes sense. For me, green would be like garden music, like something I would want to listen to sitting in a green garden, like a garden party.
Give me like an artist.
Like the Beatles, honestly. Like a lot of like 70s alt rock would be like green.
Even then, like the 70s rock, I put in separate categories.
Yeah.
Because I have some 70s rock in my yellow playlist.
Okay.
Some of the Beatles actually.
That makes sense. Yellow Submarine?
No.
Oh, I thought it was interesting.
All right, so I have 2 questions for you.
Okay.
With all this being said, what even is the point of saying all this stuff?
That's a good question.
The second question would be like talking about all of this and the current state of music and how you like to kind of find music in this way. How's that affected your process? Because I know you're coming out with an album soon. It's not a shameless plug. I'm genuinely curious.
I think the thing I want to say first is like, this is in no way like trying to be this is how you should listen to music, and this is the only way to listen to music. But I do think it was the way that music was maybe consumed in its richest form, because of it just forced artists to be more creative with every aspect of music. And as an artist as well, I'm not ignorant to the fact that like without modern streaming platforms, the way people can listen to so much music now, like it'd be way harder as an artist to make it. And so I'm super grateful for where we are, and I wouldn't change it. I wouldn't say we should go fully back to where this is the only way you can listen to music, but I think I would want to encourage people to dig deeper into what you're like listening to. Dig deeper into the storytelling behind the album. For artists, like pursue telling really good stories through the visuals, through the cover art, even down to the track list. And so it's more of like here is a more rich way to consume music, rather than this is the only way and I'm better than you because I do this. Yeah. That's not what I'm trying to say, obviously.
That makes sense. That's cool.
And what was the second question?
I was just asking how this affected you with making your own album and like your creative process, and I guess if it's discouraged you or if it's, I don't know, just how it's affected your whole process, how you like to consume it this way, but you kind of have to appeal to this other format.
I think because this is the way that I grew up consuming music, which was like finding an album and just soaking it in for like a long period of time. I've grown a real appreciation for like the art of the album, for like the art of creating an album. And even though it's not the best way necessarily to grow as an artist, it's definitely what I want to pursue. And so I'm kind of making that conscious decision to create the things that I love rather than just doing what will get me more listeners or blow up my music.
That's cool.
See you around.
Appreciate you. Thank you guys for watching. Hopefully this changed your perspective on how you consume music, and if you're an artist, how you create. And thank you, Caleb. And thank you, Tiger Records in Colorado Springs, for letting us shoot here. So like and subscribe, do all the YouTube stuff, and I'll see you in the next one.